Welcome to the MattCast podcast. I am Matty Elijah, my co-host Matty J for episode 87.
87.
Yes, we're recording on a Thursday this time because was put on muscle relaxers for my back.
Yeah.
So we're gonna not editing this one. We're just gonna put it right out there to you guys.
Old school. Raw dog
Yeah,
it.
we're going back to raw dogging it after 2 weeks.
Nice.
We got college football week 7 to talk about, the AP poll, CFB conference champs, potentially talk a little bit.
We're going to predict
predict
those.
it, yeah. Week 8 college football, NFL week 6 recap, the fantasy recap. I finally broke 100 points after my 2-week drought. Then we got the MattCast poll. We're playing against each other in fantasy this week. It's going to be one of the 2 times this season. I think it might just be one, actually.
I haven't looked that far ahead in the schedule. We're a week by week team over at Run the Jewels.
Same here.
Yeah. We just got to look we can't look too far ahead. We got to play just right in front of us.
And then we got the week 7 prediction trivia. And that's it. All right. This is all brought to you by
Hart Ventures Electrical Services.
If you need a free estimate or any work done electrically at your house, residential, commercial,
he does it all.
Eastern Nebraska, Western Iowa area, he's got you.
Yeah. Travels, good hardworking guy. Has 5+ years of experience?
I think more than that.
Probably more than that. Yeah, that's why I said 5.
8.
That's why I said 5+. It's more than 5.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I'm no good at numbers.
Yeah.
These muscle relaxers.
Yeah, I hear they're your notes, or you're gonna be good on your notes, or
the notes are done before the muscle relaxers.
Okay, gotcha.
Thankfully, yeah.
All right.
Because I was telling him earlier I was trying to do homework and I had to reread the prompt, reread the last sentence I just wrote, and then try and type the next half of it.
Yeah.
And then was just doing. It took me 4 hours to do a 250 word little discussion piece, and I'm like, this is terrible. So.
Well, I had a question for you. I was thinking about this when I was driving over to get you. What either player or team jersey would you want to own that isn't any of the ones that you follow?
Ooh, of a team that I don't follow?
There's a good decent amount of jerseys I think I would take. I would take a kind of like a regular Florida Gator one, no name on the back. Either that or get Tim Tebow or someone kind of
Aaron Hernandez.
Okay. Yeah.
OJ Simpson.
Let me get an OJ Simpson when he's playing at USC, and
let me get a signed OJ jersey.
Yeah. A little hard to get those nowadays.
But that's my cream of the crop right there. I'd wear that to outings too.
Who didn't someone was it a Charlie Kirk video I saw floating around where he's like, "Are you wearing an Aaron Hernandez jersey?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes.
There's another podcast I used to watch all the time, and one of the hosts there has a signed OJ jersey.
Dude, I mean,
framed up behind him.
I think when you just look at the football aspect of it too, that's a valuable jersey.
It is a valuable jersey.
And then you do all the extracurricular stuff outside of football, and it because that guy was in the Naked Gun movies, dude.
He was
nothing
actor.
else happened after his life of football.
But he was an actor.
Yeah. So I was curious
in multiple scenes.
Yeah. What NFL team would you
probably either Green Bay or Detroit.
Really? Why Green Bay?
So when I was young, my favorite color was green. And it was before I knew I was born into a Steelers household.
Gotcha.
And there's the Green Bay Packers.
And
that actually picked, since we're doing our trivia, one of the players, I had him up on my wall on a poster that I chose. But
God only knows who that person could be.
He was a Green Bay Packers player.
Worthy enough to be on a poster.
Yeah.
In your childhood. There's only a handful of guys.
And I got it at the Scholastic Book Fair too.
Oh boy. Yeah.
But that's when I found out I was a Steelers fan actually.
At the Scholastic Book Fair?
Yeah, after I came home with a Green Bay Packers.
Oh, that's when you found out. Okay.
That's when I found out I'm not a Packers fan, or I'm allowed to be.
Mr. Stevens wasn't having that one?
Nope.
Ooh. Okay.
Yep, had to stay at my mom's. But yeah, that's how I found out. So probably Green Bay, because I had that early childhood
In
memory of them.
another life, you are a Green Bay Packers fan.
Yeah, probably at some point, but then also Detroit too.
Mhm.
Definitely David Montgomery. I
I
would
would
love
take
to
a
get
Calvin Johnson jersey.
or Calvin Johnson
I'd
or
definitely take a Megatron
rookie Matt
jersey.
Stafford.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, get
Yeah,
a Lions jersey
because
from Matt Stafford because, like, those old school ones were
yeah,
pretty sick.
they
I'd also
were.
probably get, like, another Stu jersey
Mhm.
for Detroit. Who's another Lion? You can get a
But
Dan
yeah,
Campbell jersey, I guess.
um, Green Bay or Detroit would probably be the two.
I
Yeah,
would not have guessed Green Bay.
Mhm.
Detroit, yeah, because
Yeah,
you're becoming a casual fan of theirs.
casual fan of
Yeah.
Detroit. Yeah,
Alrighty, so you ready to get into college? This is
yeah,
probably not
almost.
like the best week for you to talk about college.
No, I was very depressed. We'll just right off the rip. We'll
You want
rip
to
the
go?
Band-Aid off.
You know, just get it out of the way.
We'll just get out of the way.
Good.
Good.
I'll let you start your talk, and then
So, gotta find it in my notes. And because we're not editing this one,
he's like, I have to watch out what I say. I can't get
I can't get too mean about
too
this.
animated.
All right, so I wrote down a few things. One, ISU couldn't catch the plague if it butt fucked them and came in their mouth.
Okay. Okay.
Like
So catching the ball is an issue.
catching a ball was the issue. Like 18 for 33 and he threw for over 200 yards, Rocco Beck.
Mm.
I guarantee you 10 to 15 of those was drop passes.
I
And they
will.
were all open,
There
like
was some.
nobody touching them or anything,
He
just
did
drop
have some
passes.
bad place balls.
He did
Though.
have some
He had
bad,
some like behind
yeah, but
throws.
that didn't start happening till later
Mhm.
when he started like really having to throw the rock around. But yeah, it was just like the majority of them, they were all wide open,
What
not a
happened
single
to
receiver around.
What happened to Carson running back?
Oh, he got a concussion last week. Yeah,
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because I saw that Sama got like all of the carries, and I was like,
200,
where the fuck's Carson?
yeah,
So okay, I
177
didn't realize
yards rushing.
he was in concussion protocol.
Um, and also it's just like some of these receivers, like, do they need their hands amputated? Is like they obviously aren't using them. Like something's wrong. They need to fix prosthetics to help them catch the ball or something.
Hmm.
Like I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Do we need
The
to start slapping the sticky gel on their gloves?
the one thing that I saw was the efficiency on third down. That one was pretty
And that's
fucking
where all those
bad.
drop passes were.
I think you guys were 2 for 12
Yeah.
on third down, and then
Yeah, it was
over
just
1 on fourth down.
a lot of those drop passes. Eccleston, I'm fucking looking at you. All right.
What's his first name?
I don't even
Wait,
Brett Eccleston, number 9.
gotcha.
Yeah. He had 2 receptions, but he
Really?
also had like
I was gonna say
10 targets or something like that.
That's what I would be curious
Yeah.
about.
I forgot how many targets he had, but like there was one. I wish I could find it and pull it up. Literally a 5-yard slant.
If you had a
Open.
wish, do you think that would be your wish, or your wish would be like, give me that shot, give me that? I would make the catch.
I'd make the catch and get the first down.
Yeah.
It's just like you literally caught it right there at the line in your hands, and then
Hmm.
and the receiver, the DB's not even on you. The linebacker's not even crashing
Bro, I
down.
remember watching not last weekend, but the weekend before when they played Cincinnati. Matt Campbell was losing his mind. So how was he on the sideline? He was probably in the
He was
same.
losing his mind about that DPI.
I could imagine.
Um,
It's one of the things that I understand both sides of it.
I do too. As a Iowa State fan, I'm outraged, but I
Yeah.
also my logical brain is like, I
Here's the
can
thing.
see why
The
it was
thing is
called
too that
back.
I like. The thing I like is that they threw the flag and then they had the
Yeah,
conversation about it. That's the one thing I did like because
if they
if they
just didn't,
didn't throw the flag,
yeah,
that's a bigger problem to me.
oh, 100%, yeah. And I'm glad that they at least had the conversation, but I still think it should have stayed because I've seen that happen more times where like,
Yeah, where something happens outside of what's
yeah,
going on, but it affects the play.
yeah,
Like a holding call on the other side of the field that Jonathan Taylor
yeah,
touchdown
yeah,
versus the Rams and that one guy Mitchell. Like he did not need to hold the Rams
yeah.
player, but he did, and it caused the
It
whole
caused the whole play to come back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm in the boat of it sucks because it's gonna be on people are gonna look at this game and go like, damn, Rocco Beck sucked
yeah,
today.
but it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Like I'd say about 7 or 8 of his passes were truly not good throws.
Mm-hmm.
The rest were all just drop passes,
Mm-hmm.
drop balls right in their fucking hands and shit.
Another problem that you guys had that I saw was just too many explosive plays that they were giving up. Which,
And like they didn't even let up that much. They were just scored though. They just scored on each one.
well, the problem is I think there's like 3 or 4 explosive plays, which to me is not the standard that they
Yeah.
have at Iowa State. Because there's the one, and like I think they're all on third downs. Like they could not stop them on third down. Because yeah, they were 7 for 15 on third
Mhm.
downs. And yeah, the QB had like a 24-yard scramble. It was like I think
Yeah.
3rd and 19 or 3rd and 17 or
Dude,
something
trust
like
me. I
that.
was
That's what, like, I was like, yeah, you can't. They couldn't stop them on third down, and they couldn't stop the explosive plays.
I was enraged.
Yeah.
That's probably what caused my back problems. I felt like I was carrying the whole team on my back.
Because what are you guys now? 2-2 in conference play. Yeah, good thing you're on a bye.
Good thing we're on a bye, and all I need is just every other team to start losing.
So Carson's coming back potentially.
Potentially.
Is there
Yeah.
anybody else that is? Because I know you guys had 2 cornerbacks that went down.
Well, let's
Are
look at
they?
this
Are they
IR.
Um, I don't know if they have that information on this website. Yeah, I don't think so.
No, they don't have it.
We can look into that for next week whenever
Yeah.
they go and play.
Let me see how many people we actually get back.
But big win for Colorado. I didn't think it was going to happen. And I mean, honestly, too, like it wasn't a blowout.
No.
Like it's a 1-score game.
Yeah. And that DPI happened in the fourth quarter as we're driving downfield
In the red zone.
in the red zone within 5 from the end zone or something like that.
Yeah. Now that call went your way. 1st and goal, half distance to the goal. Either Carson Beck runs it in, or Rocco Beck runs it in, or fucking Sama fucking runs it in, and
It
tie
was
game or
tie game, and then forces the game to get, forces Slater or Salter to throw the ball where he's had tons of problems throwing picks and whatnot.
Problem is he didn't throw any picks, and
He didn't throw any picks
he
this week.
looked
He
pretty
good.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
Yeah, just a disappointing. After this game, I just quit watching football. I was so angry.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I joined friend of the podcast, Patty Ice, on Battlefield. And I'm just
So
sitting
your
there.
frustration out.
Yeah. Well, you're just like, I don't want to talk. I'm angry.
Yeah.
He's
Don't
like, what
talk to
happened?
me.
Again,
Don't
I'm
talk.
angry.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. I just
Muted my mic. It just played.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, after a while, then I let my
Matt,
frustrations.
you won 24-3. Are you doing okay? I'm getting there.
I'm getting there.
Figuring it out.
I'm just keep on killing myself. He's like, Matt, you didn't get a single kill.
What game you want to go to next?
We can just go back to the top if I can find that mouse. But yeah, I just wanted to rip the Band-Aid off, get it done with.
Get out of the way. Fair enough. Yeah, Matt made me, because Matt talked about this South Florida North Texas game and how close it was. I think like all told, it was like 8 turnovers.
Yeah.
I think 7 of them happened in the first half alone.
Oh yeah, and
and you were like, "Oh, I'm not even watching." I was like, "You talked about this. It was your idea. I was gonna watch it until you said it."
For some reason, I thought Battlefield 6 came out on the 25th.
Oh my god, you're the fucking.
I thought
you're
came
the
out
Kylo Murray of podcast host.
But yeah, so like after
Kylo?
that, Kyler Murray.
Did I say Kylo?
No, you said Kyler.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I said Kylo.
But yeah, after you told me about it, it was like, dude, like 8 turnovers. Like turned on my phone, put it up right there. I'm like,
Yeah,
holy fuck.
yeah. I'm glad that South Florida turned it on, but goddamn, I was like watching this game. I was just like, this does not feel like a number like a 25 ranked or 24 ranked top college team in the nation.
No.
So I'm glad they came away with the win. But yeah, I was sitting there like, dude.
Well, yeah, they came away with the win 63-36.
Yeah.
The first game that I have notes on, Indiana, Oregon, yeah.
You didn't do any notes on Ohio State, Illinois?
When I looked at it, I was just like, this was a clear Ohio State domination.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's really nothing more to talk about it. The number 1 team whooping up on the number 17. Now, if it was like a 1-4 or like a 1 versus 4
Mm,
or like a top 5,
yeah,
I'd probably be like, yeah, I'd still talk about it.
fair
In my
enough.
personal opinion.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was still a good game to watch.
Yeah. Indiana, Oregon.
Fernando Mendoza, that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, the one interception he threw was a pick six, but that was like to me that was like even if you're an Oregon fan,
Mhm.
you gotta appreciate a little bit of that game because it was so back and forth.
Yeah.
Like it was tied in the fourth quarter. You know,
So
it helped when Oregon got that pick six to tie it up.
yeah. And, I guess the one thing I wrote down that I circled was that the Indiana had 6 sacks
Yep,
and 8 tackles for
I
loss,
had that too. Yeah,
and then
the,
Oregon
well,
only
then,
had
then
1 sack and 4 tackles for loss.
yeah, and they forced more to have two
Yeah.
interceptions, which I believe one of them was a like a tip drill type of
Mhm.
situation. But yeah, close game, but they
Yeah.
went into Eugene and
Yeah. Because I was sitting
came
there,
away with that
the
win.
along with the tackle for loss and sacks, I was like, Indiana almost shot themselves in the foot
It wa
with that pick 6.
to me it reminded me it felt like, and maybe this isn't a fair comparison, but it reminded me of the Nebraska Michigan game
Mhm.
where like yeah, the score is tied,
Yeah.
but the battle at the line of scrimmage just felt like it was going Indiana's
Mhm.
way the entire time, like it
Yeah.
was Michigan. So you're looking at the score like, man, how are they still in it? But I was in the mindset of not Nebraska, where it's like, all right,
Yeah.
they're gonna throw this away. I was in the mindset of like they have a chance to come back and
Mhm.
like despite having all these issues,
Yeah.
coming in and still getting the win, but didn't happen.
Florida, Texas A&M. The biggest thing that I took away from this one, Florida had 3 fumbles,
Mm,
lost 2 of them, and they're all in, like, Texas A&M was able to score points off of it,
gotcha.
and so that's where it's just like, this is where that game gets away. You take away those fumbles,
Hmm.
it's a much closer game where you don't have to force the ball, and you can play your offense, and you can just go with the flow of the game. But since you had those 2 lost fumbles and they scored off of it, that's how it gets away from you.
Yeah,
And it's one of those things that Florida looked good, at least, without that. If you
yeah.
take that away.
Dare you say that Florida is the KU of the SEC?
I dare.
Yeah,
I dare.
you're like, it's a pretty close comparison where like they can be dangerous, but they
Yeah.
have the tendencies of shooting
Just
themselves.
shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah,
Or I dare say they're the Iowa State of the SEC.
I wouldn't go that far. I think because yeah, I think KU is probably closer record wise
Yeah.
to Florida.
Oklahoma, Texas, the Red River Shootout.
Yep.
23-6 Texas. Go in there and you lose like that with John Mateer and his fucked up thumb.
Yeah. You think they rushed him out a little too
I
early?
think so.
The big thing I think happened because here's the thing is it was definitely a more defensive showing.
Mhm.
And in the first half, I thought Material looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Was able to get down there, get them in the field goal range, have them score. I mean, they were up
'Cause
at
it
half
was
6-3.
yeah, it was 6-3 at halftime, and then it just
I mean, so one of them like they actually like Manning had a good drive. Even though I think it came off of one of the Mateer interceptions
yeah.
is where they started that drive, but
Mhm.
a good drive nonetheless. Go down there and score,
Yeah.
and then the other one was a punt return for a
Oh,
touchdown.
yeah. What was his name? Niblet or something like that?
I did not write it down.
I think it is Niblet. I was just like, that's a wild ass name.
Yeah. But
Um,
Mateer, I mean, 3
yeah,
interceptions. He did most of the carrying, which I was like, you guys are putting a little too much pressure on John
yeah,
Mateer. Like he just came back because he had 14 carries, only 5 yards. He was sacked 5 times and 7 tackles for a
yeah,
loss. So it was definitely like which one of these teams are gonna make the less mistakes and which one of
mhm,
these offenses are gonna put their defenses in the
yeah,
most fortunate spots to
mhm.
get that win. And
I wrote down this was a defensive win, not an Arch Manning win.
no.
No, it was just like for all the Arch Manning guzzlers, I just want that to
I
be
think I
said.
think it's less.
It is.
Yeah.
It's definitely less
At the
now, but
beginning of the
there's still some
season,
people.
even I was on the Manning. I was like, all right, I want to see. I probably put him in the conversation for
Yeah,
Heisman, but I don't remember saying who's going to win it.
generational talent.
Generational talent. Drink break.
Bama Mizzou interceptions.
Hmm.
Interceptions is what finished that game off for Mizzou. Ty Simpson looked good.
Yeah.
What was it? 23, 31 for 200 yards.
3 TDs on the day.
Yeah.
One lost fumble, though.
Yeah.
That was his only turnover.
But yeah, it was just
still a pretty close game. If you're Missouri, you can't really hate.
No, you can't.
Being that, and I mean, like, yeah, you had 2 turnovers.
Mm-hmm. And they were both on your last 2 drives.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching the game, and I'm seeing Mizzou go down the field with less than 2 minutes on the clock, and then he just overthrows his receiver twice. It was like almost a damn near same play. And the first one lands safely in the grass, but there's a dude hanging around there. I'm like, oh, that would have been close.
Just forcing it.
And then I see the same thing happen again. I'm like, there's going to be a dude right there. That's what I said in my head. And I'm like, that game's over.
Yep.
That was kind of how it was.
Because it stuck for me because I was like, I was hoping that Missouri was going to come away with the win.
KU Texas Tech, 42-17. It was 21-17 going in the halftime, so fairly close game.
Then.
But
even in that first quarter,
yeah,
KU really didn't have anything going on.
Nothing.
Like, I think it was like just back to about 3 and outs. Like they really could not do anything with the football.
Not do anything. Cameron Dickey. So Texas Tech had 505 yards of offense. 372 of them was rushing. 372.
Yeah, it's a lot of movement on the ground.
Cameron Dickey, 263 yards for 21 carries.
2 TDs off it.
2 TDs. His longest was 17 or was 71 and 12.5 yards per carry.
God damn.
It's just like,
I mean,
that's how you win a game.
And I mean, Texas Tech has to be like, I don't know what else you need to show like, hey, we are it for the Big 12.
Oh yeah, they are definitely it. And anybody that plays against them in the Big 12 championship,
good luck.
Good luck.
Maybe BYU.
Yeah,
maybe
Iowa State. Let's go Clones.
Maybe
we got that chance. All right.
You just gotta win out.
Yeah, we just have to win out and everybody else lose.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, and then only 133 yards of passing. And they get 500 yards of offense.
Daniels he still looked pretty good.
He still looked good.
What is that? 27 for 33?
255 for 2 TDs.
Like,
yeah, he's still a good quarterback.
All those happened in the second quarter.
Yeah,
but
couldn't do anything after that. Yeah. But Georgia Auburn, one of the worst officiated games I'd ever seen.
I mean, what do you expect from SEC ball though?
Yeah, honestly, at this point,
I wonder like what punishment comes because you're coming down the line, probably screaming timeout, 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 and then to look at the guy in the face.
Yeah.
And go, I was clapping. I wasn't calling a timeout. Why were you? Who runs at somebody
and then claps?
Runs at
and then
referee.
Yells times out.
Who's running at a referee? Oh, I didn't want it. What?
And then you give it to him for a redo, and then they get the first down.
Yeah.
Like on both sides, and I think even Josh Pate was even saying it too. It was just like people on the coaching staff from both teams was texting him in the middle of the game. This is the worst shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's wild to see it come from both sides. Normally, you hear about it like one side's bitching about it.
Sure, yeah.
And not both of them at the same time. Yeah. This game, honestly, I wish we could get better officiating for it just to see how the game would actually play out.
Because, if Auburn, they were leading at half.
Yeah.
10-3. Yeah, if you're an Auburn fan, like, all right.
Yeah, we got a chance. We got a chance. Beat number 10 Georgia.
Yeah.
And then you don't. I didn't really cover the South Carolina LSU game.
I didn't either. I remember you texting about it, and I was like, I didn't really think it was worth watching.
Yeah, and when I texted you everything, I looked through each game we had talked about last week, and I was just like, this one wasn't really much to.
LSU won.
Shake a stick at. Yeah, LSU won.
Nussmeier looked pretty good.
Yeah, looked pretty good.
And we're moving on.
Arkansas, Tennessee.
Close game.
Yeah, close game.
Closer than I probably would have thought. they would have had.
Hmm.
But are they one of the teams that they fire their head coach? Yeah, they did.
Arkansas did,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they're trying to like, oh, if UCLA can do it,
Yeah.
we can do
We
it
can do it
too.
too. The one thing I wrote down that's the biggest, Deshaun Bishop, 146 yards of rushing, and I think he also had like 20 carries.
Looks like 14 carries.
No, I must have wrote that down wrong. But 10.4 per carry. That's gonna seal, any
Yeah,
team that's running the ball like that, you're gonna win.
first down every time.
Arkansas had 3 fumbles as well that
Mm,
killed them. Michigan, USC. USC 265 yards of passing, 225 yards of rushing with a total of 490
my Bala.
against, yeah,
It's one of those games that I was looking at it like
against one of the best rushing defenses.
the thing I was looking at is like I feel like it's gonna be one of those games that if they played each other again,
It could be different.
it's gonna be different,
Yeah,
100%. Like if I don't think this would happen, but if this was the Big Ten championship game,
yeah,
it's not gonna go down like
no,
that.
no. Michigan will come in with a much better game plan,
Yeah, and
and
that's the thing.
USC will have to adapt.
I think they're too like cautious with Underwood. I don't know because he is a
He is a
freshman.
freshman.
I get it. And I feel like as soon as he gets more games and more experience, like
It's going to be pretty dangerous.
yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
look good.
BYU, Arizona, double overtime. Running game won this game for BYU. 20. I think a lot of their players had a lot of carries and a lot of yards. Uh, Martin, 25 carries, 162 yards, and 1 TD. I'll have to look. But yeah, even their quarterback, 22 carries, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, and when you have a total of 258 yards of rushing, yeah, no, just run it down their throat and you'll win. UCLA, Michigan.
No, it should be ASU Utah. Correct?
Oh, I didn't write down notes for that one.
I mean Utah, I mean utter dominance. There's
Yeah,
only one drive that they had where they didn't score a touchdown and it was a punt. Like
yeah,
is you if you don't keep up with that pace,
yeah.
what the hell can you do? Let's see here. Quarterback, and they didn't even throw that much. 12 attempts, 7 receptions, 104 yards. But he was carrying it on the ground. 10 carries, 120 yards, 3 TDs. Team had 42 combined rushes for 6 touchdowns, and they only had 1 punt during the game. They didn't have Arizona State didn't have Sam Levitt. I don't
I think
know.
he got hurt or something like that last game.
Gotcha, and
I
they just
I
sat
believe
him?
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't look into that. I just saw that it was Jeff Sims, 18 for 38, 124.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
UCLA, Michigan. I don't know what to think anymore.
UCLA, Michigan State.
Yeah, Michigan State. Yeah, UCLA somehow just turned it on. Now they're 2-0.
It's starting to make me like a little bit like where that switch where I was nervous about Penn State and I wasn't
Yeah.
about UCLA.
Hmm.
I swapped. I'm a
Yeah.
little
Nervous about UCLA.
Yeah.
Not nervous about Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one that I wrote down, Northwestern, Penn State.
I did not watch this game. I was busy somewhere
Yeah.
else in Big Ten land.
One thing is that Franklin got fired. James Franklin got fired.
Yeah,
$50 million buyout.
would like that.
Would like that.
When I got fired, I was not given that option.
Hey, on your next contract,
Yeah,
all right, get in
maybe I
your
gotta
clause,
get
all
the
right.
hey,
Hey, I need a little buyout
a little
clause.
buyout. Yeah,
Everybody's gonna start doing it now when they apply for jobs.
Yeah.
Who's like, actually, I want a buyout
I
clause,
would love a buyout clause.
not a severance package. Buyout.
I didn't even get a severance package. I got a here's your box, clear out your stuff. You are done.
Nebraska, Maryland,
Yeah.
dude, Emmett Johnson,
Yeah. I mean,
178 yards.
here's the thing. Even Rayola didn't look bad. The problem is like he had 3 interceptions, and there were just passes of just like it was kind of like a little bit of both of like What are you doing QB and what are you doing wide receiver?
Yeah.
Because that was one of them that just they wanted, or what it looked like they wanted was just a quick little like out and back
Hmm.
and rail through that. And the defender the defender got it. He was on the
Yeah.
same game plan.
The defender read
The
the
wide
play.
receiver was going like
Yeah.
across and
So what you're telling me is that their route running is like a 40, but their
yeah.
spec catch, their
So yeah, it was one of those ones, and it was funny like listening to the commentators where they were like, yeah, like Maryland's in the same spot last week where they got ahead and then they lost it in the fourth quarter, and I was glad to see. But here's the thing, like, see, I'm already just kind of looking ahead at Minnesota. Like, we
yeah,
cannot have
that same
three
performance.
turnovers, and especially if we can't even get a turnover off of it,
Yeah.
like get another turnover off of the other team. Like that is one thing we need to do.
Mhm.
Shout out to the one guy, I can't remember his name, but he had like an 89-yard either kick return or punt return,
Mhm.
and then they gave him a scholarship afterwards
Oh,
because he
yeah.
was a walk on.
Oh, hell
So
yeah.
that was pretty cool. I have a get out of here.
The fly jewels chasing around.
Yeah, I know her little sky raising.
Yeah, there's just nothing else right
Man,
there. Rankings.
I swear to God.
All right, the new AP top 25. Iowa State's out.
Moment of silence. And it's done. Nebraska's 25, baby. Which is funny because the announcers were talking about it. They were like,
Like,
yeah, whoever wins this game, they should be ranked between Nebraska and Maryland. And I was
mhm.
sitting there like, man, I don't agree. And then
Yeah,
they were, and I was like, you love to see it. We're so
yeah.
back.
We're so
So
back.
back.
Nebraska top 25 now.
The one thing I will say, a lot of people, and here's the thing, I get it because they had it's the dream scenario where you
Yeah.
have you have two teams that go head to head in a neutral site,
Mhm.
and Nebraska won over Cincinnati. So most people would put them over Cincinnati. I
Yeah.
do agree with most people where Cincinnati has some higher class wins.
Yeah.
I think they should have honestly went in after they beat Iowa State.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
And that's why I had them ranked higher than Nebraska, because I think they should be in there longer. I think they should have been in last week,
Yep.
opposed to just getting in this week off of their win off of what UCF. So I don't hate that. I'm glad Utah made it back in.
Yep.
Probably taking Arizona State spot.
Yeah. At 23.
Memphis jumped up one. Texas, you can't be mad.
No. They're now ranked again
Mhm.
after beating
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. And did they drop? Nope, they're
Oklahoma.
14.
Yeah, they dropped what, 8 spots?
Yeah. You got USC at 20, South Florida
They're
at
back
19.
in. They're back, or so they jumped up.
They jumped up 5.
Yep.
Virginia at 18, Vandy at 17, Mizzou dropped 2 to 16, BYU went up 3 to 15. Oklahoma is at 14, like we said. Notre Dame, I don't like how fast Notre Dame's climbing at all. They jumped up 3. They're a 2-loss team, and they jumped up within the top 15 already. That doesn't make sense to me. Then you got Georgia Tech, 6-0. They jumped up 1 at number 12. Tennessee at 11, LSU at 10, Georgia 9. All those teams from Georgia Tech to Georgia all jumped up 1. Oregon dropped 5 to number 8. You got Texas Tech that went up 2 to number 7. Bama at number 6. Ole Miss dropped down 1 to number 5. Texas A&M at number 4. Indiana at 3. Miami at 2, and Ohio State at 1.
This
Those
is
2 have not
probably
changed.
the most I've agreed with the list to this
yeah.
far.
Yeah.
Still some stuff I would fix, but to this moment, the most I've agreed with it.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Um, standings.
You want to take a look in because we have it in our NFL section of who we think is going to
Yeah.
win each division.
We don't have to do that right now.
Oh, I did it. That's what I
Oh,
have
okay.
written down because
Oh, you wrote it down up on there?
I wrote it down on there, the CFB
Yeah.
conference
I
champs.
just wasn't sure if you put it in the spreadsheet or not.
No, I
No.
did not.
Okay.
I just did it because we put it at week 8 of the
Yeah.
NFL, and we're at week 8 of the college football, so
Okay.
that's
About
why.
at the halfway mark.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll start off with the Big 12 because they're the first ones to show up. We got BYU at number 1,
Not
Texas
much.
Tech at number 2, Cincinnati at 3, Utah at 4, Arizona at 5, Houston at 6, Baylor 7, Iowa State 9, 8, and then KU just behind them, K-State, Arizona, TCU, Colorado, UCF, West Virginia, and Oklahoma State, who is 0-3. West Virginia and Oklahoma State are 0-3, so you can automatically take them out of the Big 12 championship talks or whatever. Um, Iowa State, I know on like the betting is still in the hunt and like with Vegas for potentially still making it for the Big 12 championship, but I don't think they are. Iowa State's not in that talk. Now I could see them coming up to like 3 or 4 at some point.
My way I look at it is Texas Tech, and depending on how the Holy War goes over this weekend, that is going to be my choice. Now, I am riding with. Who am I riding with?
Dude, my hair is all sorts of whack.
Who am I riding with? Where's my notes for that? I am riding with BYU. So I am right now looking at BYU Texas Tech. But if Utah goes in there and beats BYU, then I want to look at Utah Texas Tech.
Yeah,
Those would be my favorites.
I'm writing Texas Tech Utah. I think it'd be a good actually no, they played Houston earlier. Texas Tech hasn't played Utah yet. Actually, wait, I might be speaking out my ass. They have played Texas Tech, and it was a 34-10 game.
That's why I'm looking a little bit more BYU. Can we take a look at BYU schedule going forward? I know they have the Holy War this weekend.
So they beat Portland, Stanford, East Carolina, Colorado. That one was a close game too. West Virginia, Arizona. And they
The
got
Colorado game, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they score, like Colorado scored all of their points in the first quarter
Yep.
and then they got shut out after that?
Mhm.
I make the argument that it's not a close game.
Yeah. The scoreboard says it's close,
Yeah.
but yeah, in reality it's not. Then you got Utah at 7 p.m. on Saturday. Then they got Iowa State at 2:30.
Oh, and then they played Texas Tech. That's
Yeah.
gonna be
So they
exciting to
got a
watch.
tough.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Big 10 or Big 12 schools that are kind of like, because Iowa
Yeah.
State finishes pretty tough. Let's take a look at Texas Tech while we're at it, I guess. We got time. I'll be the teacher and show you the ropes. In my head. Okay.
Texas Tech has
Oh, they actually kind of finished out pretty light. So they got
Arizona State,
this
Oklahoma
weekend.
State. That's a guaranteed win for Oklahoma.
I think both of I think the next 3 games are arguably pretty easy wins.
And then you got BYU,
which we'll see how they shake up versus
Yeah.
Utah, because like to me, that's gonna be BYU's test.
Yeah.
And if BYU handles business, then it's like, okay, both of these teams beat Utah, and if they both beat them handedly, all right, then let's see.
But when Iowa State goes and wins over BYU,
Then I might have a different tune to sing. I might be ISU Texas Tech. I won't,
I won't
but I
either.
might. Yes, I might.
I think
Fuck it, put Colorado in the conversation. They just beat
Colorado's
a
only
ranked
1
team.
and 3.
I know, I was
Yeah,
just fucking with you.
in conference play. But yeah, I mean, Iowa State is the best 2-2 team in the Big 12. I mean,
That's what you want to hang your hat on?
Yeah. Right now, mid-season.
When you're in company with Kansas Jayhawks, K-State. That's
All teams we can beat.
one of the teams you have beaten.
Yeah. And then Iowa State. We got BYU.
That's
Arizona,
tough.
Arizona State, I think we can win.
If Sam Levitt comes back healthy, because I think Sam Levitt, maybe not a fair comparison. I think they play pretty similar to Sorsby,
Yeah.
where he's a good runner and they can still kind of throw. I think Sam Love is a little bit more of a runner
Yeah.
than, but Sorsby can fucking yeah. So he's got
Yeah.
the leg. TCU, eh,
TCU's been so wishy-washy.
that's why I'm like,
Yeah, like, they have great games, and then they have games where it's just like, "What's going on?"
And here's the thing with Kansas, man. It's one of the things that like, all right, it's in Ames,
Yeah.
which helps. But what happened last year just it doesn't leave my mind.
Yeah, it doesn't leave my mind either.
So it's just seeing how they drop back to back to Cincinnati and
Yeah.
Colorado. Like that's a game I can see them also dropping
Well,
when it's like, hey, we need to build momentum. We go on the or sorry, we're at home. We shock BYU. We then carry it. We beat Arizona State. We travel to TCU, take care of business. We need this win versus Kansas to
yep.
keep in the hunt, and we drop it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we get a kind of like, all right, we
We
won
got a
Oklahoma.
we won against Oklahoma
Let's
State.
go to the Pop Tart Bowl again.
Yeah. Yay.
Yay! Which I don't want for Iowa State, but
No.
I
But,
can.
like, I mean, I think I was pretty fair with my 8-4 look and my realistic prediction at the beginning of the season.
It could happen.
It's looking like it might happen, but also I'd love to see 10-2 as
So
my
yeah, eight,
dream.
eight. So who are the teams that you're looking to drop to get? Because I'm assuming Cincinnati and Colorado were not on that list originally. When
Cincinnati, no, neither was Colorado.
yeah,
But I remember Iowa was up there as one of those teams, and so
mm.
was K-State. And then I put BYU as one of those, like, toss-up game or, like, I can see it going either way.
Well, so all
I
right. So
said
you
definite
said 8-4. That's probably where
yeah,
you're looking. Let's just stick to 8-4. Who are the two teams that you guys have left
that I'm most afraid of.
that you would most like? Hey, if we're gonna be 8-4, these are the two teams we're most likely gonna lose to.
BYU and KU.
Maybe yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Arizona State is not the same Arizona State as before, and I think Iowa State's just a little bit better now. Uh,
If they can catch a ball.
Yeah. Arizona State lost to Mississippi State, just barely won over Baylor, just barely won over TCU, lost to Utah.
Got absolutely demolished, and they got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, this slate is probably like Texas Tech, Houston, Iowa State, West Virginia is one of those teams.
Yeah.
Colorado,
Colorado,
same.
but then Arizona after that,
Yeah.
like that Arizona team, I know Iowa State beat them pretty good, but they're still fairly dangerous if you let them have an opportunity to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was really happy we won in that dominating form, 39-14.
Yeah.
But I was even sitting there like, holy shit, dude, if this had gone just a little bit different, this game would have been so much closer. But yeah, I'm thinking
I mean, I'm also
Texas
in the
Tech,
boat
Utah.
that I don't think Matt Campbell gets out of Iowa State.
Me neither. Well, he
At
also
least for Penn State, I don't think it would be for Penn State. I
no,
can imagine it being.
he did just sign a contract.
He did. Yeah.
I think it's like
We talked about it earlier this
yeah, I
year.
think it was like 5 or 6 million a year
Yeah.
up until 2032. So he should stay around pretty long. Oh wait, all the conferences are right here.
You want to hit.
Big Ten.
Oh, just go up because you passed by the ACC.
Oh, I did. Georgia Tech is my favorite for that one. Georgia Tech, Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I think is going to be, and I think it's going to be a Miami win.
I'm originally I lived in Virginia for a little bit, so I'm gonna ride with Miami and Virginia.
Yeah, the ACC is
Not that
all
I
over the
actually think
place.
that
Yeah.
Virginia can finish out, but I like what they've been doing so far. All right, now we can go to Big Ten.
I think Pitt is going to be a slept on team throughout the ACC though. I think I could see them coming in at number 3 there soon.
I think Duke's in that same category because they're
Yeah,
undefeated
they
in
are
conference.
undefeated right
Yeah.
now, but I don't think they're going to stay there that long. Big Ten.
I mean, I mean, it's hard not to choose Indiana and Ohio State.
Yeah,
It's
kind of
hard
hard.
not to.
You could definitely see USC sneaking in there.
Yeah.
Maybe even Oregon.
I would love Nebraska to get in there.
Yeah, I.
It's a tough road ahead, but
You guys got the opportunity to.
we have the
Northwestern,
opportunity.
they're sneaking up on there.
They are.
They're 2-1 right now.
Mhm.
You never know what's gonna happen there. Uh, I guess Notre Dame has to play UConn for the Independence.
Yay!
Yay!
There we
Mountain
go.
West, UNLV, yeah. UNLV Boise State, that's what I'm calling it. The SEC. They got Ole Miss and Texas A&M and Bama at the 1, 2, and 3, all undefeated.
I think we're gonna see a rematch between Alabama and Georgia.
You think so?
That's my prediction.
See, I like Ole Miss.
Maybe you like Ole Miss.
I
Ole Miss and
Ole Miss Bama.
Ole Miss Bama.
It sounds like it's some like old Southern lady's name. It's like Ole Miss Bama.
Ole Miss Bama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go down to Ole Miss Bama's house.
Yeah.
Go get the butterscotch.
I like that.
Ole Miss Bama.
I think we don't need to touch the rest of them.
No, but do Ole Miss Bama?
Yeah, early
Yeah,
prediction.
early prediction.
All right,
And then
let's
Georgia Tech. South Florida is my G5
oh yeah.
team for the playoffs. That's who I think is going to sneak in at that 12 spot, in my personal opinion.
It's entirely possible.
Louisville, Miami.
Looking ahead. So we're not covering all this like how we did. We're not going to predict every game. We're just a few that we have selected. Starting with
Louisville, Miami.
right now, Louisville is a plus 425 underdog. Miami is a minus 650 favorite. The spread is 13.5. I am picking Miami to
I am
win.
picking Miami.
However, I think Louisville does cover.
I
And I
think so as
think
well.
it is closer than a 13.5 point game.
I think 7-point game
I can see
is a
that.
little bit more realistic to that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say too. Is that I picked Miami. Mind you, when I did all my notes, I was still fairly depressed, and it was before the Steelers won.
Nice.
So, yeah. Nebraska, Minnesota.
Nebraska is the favorite. They are minus 290. They're going to Minnesota, who are the plus 240 underdogs. Spread is 7.5. I'm taking Nebraska for the win, and I'm taking them to actually cover the spread. I think they can win by a touchdown. I think if everyone thought that Emmett Johnson was good these last couple of games, he's from Minnesota. He wanted to play for the Golden Gophers, and they said no. So
Ooh,
he's going back, and he's going to show them like
he's hitting them with that Rico Dowdell. Hook 'em up.
exactly, exactly. So I'm going Nebraska
I'm
to
picking
cover
Nebraska as well.
and to win, which
That's
is
a Friday night game.
yes, sir.
Oh wow.
Yes, sir.
LSU, Vandy. I picked Vandy.
Vandy is the favorite there, minus 130. LSU's the plus 110. The spread is 2.5.
Now I think
I'm
LSU will
also
keep it dirty.
I'm riding with Vandy
Yeah,
too.
I think LSU will keep it dirty.
The thing is, what I've been seeing with these SEC, it's like this 10-point game. So I'm honestly looking at that same 10-point game
Yeah,
type of situation where they're leading by a field goal, and then the team that's trying to come back and win, they have a turnover, which leads to a point, and then it's a
yeah.
10-point game. That's the way I'm looking at it. Now I was talking about Duke earlier because we didn't have any notes about Duke Georgia Tech, but
But
I know
Duke is now the favorite now.
that's one of the things I kind of wanted to throw it out there to go like, hey,
I'm still riding with Georgia Tech.
it's in Raleigh Durham, man. I'm leaning Duke.
You're leaning Duke.
I'm
Be the
leaning
upset right there.
in Durham.
Well, yeah. I mean, shit. If Duke wins over Georgia Tech, that takes Georgia Tech out
Yeah,
of the ACC.
and you probably see Duke get in there
Yeah.
right behind,
Imagine if we see Duke in the playoffs.
and it's not basketball.
Yeah,
That'd be insane.
that would be wild. We didn't write down notes, but Washington, Michigan.
Washington's one of those teams, man, that I mean, they're not the favorite right now,
No.
but it's still a close game. It's a 5.5
Yeah,
point spread. I'm still leaning
I'm
Michigan.
still leaning Michigan. The next game we had up there was Oklahoma, South Carolina. Just because South Carolina kind of came out pretty hot at the beginning of the season and now is 1-3 in SEC play.
hmm
And Oklahoma didn't look too hot last week with John Mateer and his fucked up thumb.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of wanted to bring it up. It's just like they didn't look that good last week.
I'm
So
leaning South Carolina.
you know,
If
I
because I don't think John Mateer is fully back and ready to
I think this
carry
is
that load to how he was earlier in the
yeah.
season?
I think this is a get back game for Oklahoma though. That's where I'm thinking at. They're like wounded animal mode.
South Carolina is the plus 175 underdog. Oklahoma is a minus 210 favorite. The spread is 5.5. You think field goal wins
I
it?
think field goal wins it.
So you would take South Carolina to cover.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think field goal wins that one. And then we could talk about Ohio State, Wisconsin, but all Wisconsin fans have left the chat. Ole Miss, Georgia. Dude, another granny name. Ole Miss, Georgia.
Ole Miss, Georgia,
In Georgia, I
seven and
picked
a
Ole
half.
Miss. They're the dogs,
Yeah, they're the plus 240 dogs. Georgia is minus
but
290. I'm taking Georgia to win.
I'm taking Ole Miss just because they've been sneaky with like they're 3-0 in SEC and no one's talking about them.
The
So you're
number
not even talking about them.
I don't agree with that. They're
Yeah,
number 5 in the
yeah, but
AP
still, even
polls.
then, they're still not even being talked about that much by any sorts of media or
Well,
anything
all
like
right,
that.
let's do me a favor. Let's look at who Ole Miss has played. 'Cause I'm trying. So what? LSU.
Kentucky, Arkansas,
So yeah,
Tulane,
this is why.
LSU,
Like their
Washington
biggest
State.
win. All right, I'll give them 2 biggest wins. Biggest win to start is
Yeah,
LSU. That is the biggest win. Second biggest win is Arkansas,
yeah.
and then they fired their coach. Like that's why I don't think they're getting talked about. I do think they are still up there. They're the
Mhm.
number 5 ranked team in the nation,
For a reason.
but I think Georgia's had a tougher schedule, and it's not
That's
like they've
fair.
been blown out. Like
No.
the loss that they had at home was a pretty close game,
Yeah.
and I think they probably could have won if they didn't have that weird fucking guy who headhunted the
Yeah.
QB by like
Just
jumping in. Like, yeah, I
yeah.
it was weird. So I'm taking Georgia.
Um, I keep on bringing them up. Did I already go past it? Mississippi State.
No, not yet. They're playing Florida right there. Mississippi State plus
Well,
280 underdogs. The spread is 9.5. Florida is the minus 360 favorite.
yeah.
I am leaning Florida.
I'm going with Mississippi State.
I'll let you talk about why.
Um, I just don't think Florida's that good, and I think this is when Billy Napier gets fired. So like,
That comparison I made to Florida earlier in the show, I think still reigns true. Whereas like they've dropped some wins
yeah.
that they should have had like last year,
And so is Mississippi State though.
but I think Florida is definitely a team where like, all right, we can go in and we can still mess up
Yeah.
people's seasons. Kind of sort of like Texas, like I don't think people expected them to win over Texas,
Hmm.
but they did.
Yeah. Um,
And I mean, what Mississippi State, their biggest win was no,
ASU.
yeah, no one at home,
Yeah.
or sorry, no one in their conference.
Yeah. No one in their conference, but I don't know for some reason. Oh wait, actually no, I'm changing up my mind because I wrote down here on my notes Florida. Ah, fuck it, I'll just trust past me. I'll trust past me and say
This
Florida wins.
this flies bugging the shit out of me.
I can't trust current drugged up me.
Next game on the docket,
Uh,
Tennessee, Bama.
Bama. Did I already pass it?
No.
There it is. Tennessee, Bama
There we go. Number 6, Bama going
in
and playing.
Tuscaloosa,
Yep. Number 11, Tennessee.
and I chose Bama, but I think it's going to go into overtime.
I'm also picking Bama to win. They're the minus 300 favorite. Tennessee plus 250. Spread is 7.5. I'm taking Bama to win.
I think it's an overtime game. That's my prediction for it.
I don't think so. I think with Ty Simpson playing the way he's been playing. Now, here's the thing. I think Aguilar still gets him to get some points on the board.
Hmm.
Like I think they let him loose with his
Yeah,
arm, but I think that gets him into just some trouble, and he throws a couple picks. And I can see Alabama winning 10 point game.
nah, I just don't see it. I think it's going to be Field goal or overtime?
There you go.
Yeah. USC Notre Dame. I'm picking USC. I think
I'm
Notre
also
Dame's
picking.
overrated.
I agree with you. They're minus 340
Yeah.
favorites. The spread is 9.5. I'm taking
I'm taking
USC.
USC. They already had their trial run going up against Illinois, traveling multiple hours.
A close game
Yeah.
that took them out of the rankings. I didn't think it should take them out of the rankings.
No.
And then they go in and they absolutely handle Michigan.
Yep.
Yeah, give me. I don't think Notre Dame has played anybody to this point for them to justify the 13 next to their name. I think
Me
if they
neither.
do win versus USC,
They've earned it.
then they've earned my
Yeah.
respect. But
But then Notre Dame, I don't think has a single ranked team that they play against all season.
they have. That's their first
No,
two.
against like the rest of the season.
Oh, and the rest of the season,
Yeah.
let's take a look. Yeah, because I know like this is the thing. They had a tougher schedule to start because what they had Miami and
Miami,
Texas
Texas
A&M,
A&M,
and then
Purdue.
they played Purdue, Arkansas after they fired their coach, or maybe that was the game they fired their coach. Boise State that we've confirmed is dead.
Yep.
NC State, and then they got USC, and then they go play Boston College, Navy, who is undefeated.
Yep.
But it's the Armed Forces.
Yeah.
They're not exactly like it was cool to see the Army last year in the playoffs, but we could all probably agree that
we could have gone without it.
Pitt, which you've talked about maybe being a sleeper dark horse, Syracuse, who I think maybe at the beginning of the season was kind of up there, and then they finish off as Stanford.
But yeah, I think USC Pitt though, about the only two teams
Worth
left on
shaking a
there.
stick at.
Yeah, and I think USC has the biggest chance to knock them off, and then make them a 3-loss team, and they're out of the playoffs.
Going to the Holy War, Joseph Smith is looking either up or down, depending on how you view him, smiling.
If I can get to it, there it is. Number 23 Utah against number 15 BYU.
2.5 point spread. Utah's the favorite. They're minus 170 to a very close plus 145 BYU. I'm taking BYU to win.
I'm taking Utah. I think Utah is just a better overall team all around. Like they're in every area, yeah, they have shortfalls, but they're also good too. And I think BYU is just too more focused on the run game than they are the passing game.
The thing I like about BYU is they're scrappy enough to be like down
Yeah.
21-0 to Colorado and still come back and win
No,
24 unanswered to win.
Yeah, and I like
that's
the
the thing
spread.
I like to see.
I like the spread being 3.5
Mm-hmm.
because I think it will be a field goal game.
Did I say 2.5? I guess that moved. Yeah.
And then I have Texas Tech ASU.
Did
Or you wrote that one in last.
Well, and then there's also go back down if you don't mind. Missouri Auburn. Do you want to?
Missouri Auburn? I think that's just an easy Mizzou win.
Okay, if you want
in
to,
my personal opinion.
I also have Mizzou winning. It's a closer. It's a 1.5 point spread. Auburn is a plus 105 underdog, and Mizzou is a minus 125 favorite.
I think Mizzou is going to win that one pretty handily. Texas Tech ASU.
As a Husker fan, I'm going to be watching UCLA play Maryland. If UCLA absolutely dog walks Maryland,
might be a little bit nervous.
My Timbers may be shivering.
Your Timbers are shivering?
Potentially.
I'm going to take Texas Tech over ASU.
I'm also taking Texas Tech over ASU. I think I
think that 7.5 spread is way too low.
Very generous. I think after seeing what Utah did to ASU, changed my opinion. Because originally, I think I had Arizona State to beat Utah, and I was like, all right, cool. And then they only stopped them on one drive.
Yeah.
I think Texas Tech is a better team than Utah, so I'm taking that. Taking that Texas Tech is going to win.
Taking that Texas Tech win. And that brings us to the NFL.
Yeah. Again, not all the college teams. So if we pass one that is your favorite, maybe comment down below. Maybe we'll talk about it next episode.
Iowa State's on a bye too.
Thankfully. No one cared.
Yeah. I can avoid the trifecta loss. Yeah. But I didn't get it this week. So we'll get into that.
Yeah.
So our picks this week. Matt, did you add it up at all?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. I am currently sitting at 54 and 39, and you're 59 and 34.
Yeah, the gap between us didn't spread too much because we
No.
only had, I think, 3 is our
Yeah.
difference, and I came in with 2, you took 1,
Yep.
so I only went up by 1.
Yeah. I picked Eagles. You had Giants. Giants
And I
won.
remember thinking that about that game and going like, I want to take Eagles,
Yeah.
but I wrote down Giants. I'm riding with the Giants. So
Yep.
I'm glad I stuck with my gut there.
We're both right on the Broncos, Colts, Chargers, and Patriots.
Bless you.
I was right on the Steelers. You were wrong on the Browns.
Hmm.
We're both wrong on the Cowboys. I was wrong on the Jags. You were right on the Seahawks. Both right on the Rams. Both wrong on the Titans. Don't know how that happened. Um, both right on the Packers. Both right on the Bucks. Both wrong on Lions. Shakily. And then both wrong on the Bills and the Commanders.
Yeah, the primetime spots were definitely not your friend, but the Sundays, Mondays were not
Yeah.
my friend.
So week 6, Eagles Giants. Cam Scattaboo, 3 touchdowns.
Jackson Dart, like,
Yeah.
because Jackson Dart was getting them into those, and then yeah, they were just getting Scatteroo close enough to make runs. And I mean, he does not. He is not one of those guys that he's going to go down off the first hit.
No.
You really got to gang tackle.
You got to get your D lineman on him. That's if they could catch up. Broncos Jets. Broncos scrape by 13-11 win.
The Broncos were one of the teams I was just really hyped up on.
Yeah.
They are just same thing with LA Chargers. Yeah. Like they're both teams that I was looking forward to. The Chargers are a little bit of a different story because they've had some injuries.
Mm-hmm.
The Broncos, like they do stuff where it like they got 9 sacks.
Yeah.
Like they were on Justin Fields all day.
All day.
And they still just barely won by 2 points. It was a London game, so I kind of give those European games, like anytime they are like over, I'm always on the under. Like it could be a 10-point over under. I'm like, yeah, just go under just in case.
Colts Cardinals 31-27.
Jacoby Brissett, dude, came in. I think
320.
I think you kind of just you stick in. You just leave.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett in there.
I mean,
one of our people on fantasy forgot to take Kyler Murray off their team and left him as their starting quarterback, and they lost.
Was that
I forgot who it was.
Oh.
I'd have to look, but it wasn't the person I was playing against.
Wasn't the person I was playing against. But you probably wish you had Jacoby Brissett in there.
Yeah. Chargers Dolphins. Chargers won 29-27.
What did I say? Oh, rallies. I thought it said Justin Herbert rails the Chargers. I was like, what did that say?
After the game, he just goes back there.
Gotta treat y'all like Madison here.
Patriots Saints 25-19. I'm glad I had the Patriots defense for this week on my fantasy. I'm actually keeping him for this week again.
Yeah, whenever because Drake May in our league, he scored like over 40 points. So it was one of those ones I was like, are you sure you want to trade him away? But the ink was already dried. So I was like, all right, enjoy Cam Scatteroo. Because he traded Drake May for Cam Scatteroo. And I was like, because the thing is he has Trevor Lawrence as his starting quarterback, which I was like, yeah, it's still, pretty solid. I would maybe have Drake May in.
Started Cam Scatteroo over what you have.
He went and traded for Cam, so he has Cam Scatteroo now.
No, I thought he traded for Drake May.
No, he had Drake May. He traded for.
No, I thought he was trading away Cam Scatteroo.
No,
I'm fairly certain he doesn't have Cam Scatteroo.
He does now.
Okay. Wait. Oh, our friend.
So
friend of the podcast.
Auto Draft Dream Team.
Yeah, has Cam Scatteroo.
Traded Drake May.
Yeah,
Hail Mary.
Okay. Yeah.
And Hail Mary sent Cam Scatteroo.
Yeah. I was thinking you're talking about Hail Mary and saying the ink is dried. That's my bad. I was getting mixed up.
Yeah. I don't know how.
But I thought you were trying to make sure that Hail Mary keeps Cam Scatteroo.
I was telling them. Well, I was telling Auto Draft Dream Team to keep Drake May over Cam Scatteroo, but the ink was already dry.
Yeah. Cowboys Panthers. Somehow the Panthers did it. Bryce Young looking phenomenal.
It is 100% off the legs of Rico Dowdell. Like another almost 200 all-purpose yard game. Or I think, yeah, so he had 183 on the ground, and then I think he had more in the air to give him that 200. And that's back-to-back games. And I think he's the only player this year that has 200 total yards in back-to-back games. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, their number one running back, Chuba Hubbard, is coming back, and it's like,
Yeah. Do you even start him?
yeah, well, if you're talking about fantasy wise, that's tricky.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about game wise, yeah, you split them up like Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery.
Oh, 100%. Seahawks Jags 20-12.
Close game. It came down. I think the Jaguars had the ball and they're driving to maybe try to get, but I knew that Seattle defense was gonna have that locked down.
Yeah.
And I like Sam Darnold's been playing pretty well, and I don't think the Seahawks and Sam Darnold, like, I think a lot of people like say like, oh, Sam Darnold's is good. Period. Kind of move on to the next subject.
Yeah.
The Seahawks all around are a pretty good team.
Oh, yeah.
Like Smith and Jigba, I think he now leads the league in receiving yards. I think it was Puka Nacua, and I think he would have if he didn't get hurt
Yeah.
in that last game. But we can move on to that game now. The Rams beat the Ravens.
Ravens 17-3.
I think
Derrick Henry almost had a touchdown.
almost, yeah. And they stopped on 4th and goal.
Yeah, 4th and goal on like the 1.
I was hyped. I
Yeah.
was so hyped.
Well, I was sitting there like, just 1 touchdown. Let the Rams win. Let Derrick Henry have this touchdown. Like, I
Yeah.
needed him fantasy. But he did get me 122 yards of rushing with 24 carries. He also had a reception and like 5 yards of receiving. So,
and I think because they now have they put in Tyler Huntley in like the second half of the game, and they were moving the ball a lot better. I
Yeah.
think they should just stick because like Tyler Huntley also kind of plays like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
He's not Lamar Jackson, but he plays pretty similar to it. This fly, man. I swear to fucking God. This house is clean, I promise. But this fly is just, it sees the light and it's like a moth to a flame.
Titans Raiders.
I didn't watch a single second
I
of
didn't
that
watch
game.
a single section.
I remember it came because I was like, oh, maybe I'll do the highlights. But like, dude, those two teams, I can't even enjoy watching it. You know what I mean? So
Bengals Packers 27-18.
At a point, whenever the Packers were only up by 10-0 going into half, I was kind of leaning like, why aren't they doing more?
It was
because we had a graphic on our memes where it was a 0-0 game. The Packers had like 112 yards.
Yep.
All purpose, and then the Bengals had 1, and it was still 0-0.
Yeah, still 0-0. And yeah, it was a slow start getting the Packers moving. Yeah, it was a terrible game to watch, from my opinion, because I quickly went away from it after halftime. I'm just like, this is so boring.
I almost lost this week in fantasy because so all this week I was seeing, or like the day of, and I think the day prior, I kept seeing like Jamar Chase is sick.
Yeah.
Questionable to make it to the game. And it was like doubtful at one point. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I took him out and I had Darren Waller and I had Trey McBride, and they both had scored touchdowns. So they were, but I think Jamar Chase had like 25 points.
Yeah.
Altogether. Because the team I was playing had Drake London.
Yeah.
And dude, he was going off. So I was getting really fucking scared.
Really, really fucking nervous.
Yeah, but he's back in the lineup. He's good.
Lions 49ers, Buccaneers. Who would have thunked it? Mac Jones, 347, but no touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Still, I mean, they're that one wide receiver, Kendrick Bourne, he's moving up on the list. I'm glad I picked him up off fantasy.
I also put him on waiver wire too for fantasy.
Oh, I beat you to him. Huh.
Yeah, I think you got it just a little bit before me.
Gotcha.
Because I had been watching him, but I wanted to give him one more game.
It was I was like whenever they play in the Rams, I was too mad to like appreciate what he did.
Yeah.
And then he had it again. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna.
Well, like I saw that game and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna give it one more game, see where it's at, and then I'll pick him up. And then I saw the second game. I'm like, all right, cool. He kept it consistent. Like that first game, he had just over 10. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's not get too hyped about it. Then he had 20. I'm like, let's not get too hyped about it. Yeah. Then it happens again. I'm like, all right, pick him up. Lions, Chiefs. Lions should have won that game.
The game was kind of frustrating to watch.
Yeah.
Just as like a football fan. And like here's the thing.
Travis Kelce with the catch
So
that hit the ground.
let's go first drive with the Lions where they go down and they have the really good looking touchdown.
Yeah.
It was called a touchdown, everyone's celebrating, and then
They call it back
for
for
here's
illegal
the thing,
motion.
like I get all scoring plays are reviewable,
Mhm.
but I don't know if you can do it off of a penalty. Like if it's a missed
Yeah.
penalty, I don't think you can use replay assist
Mm-mm.
to go back and change a
Yeah.
call.
And, like, the refs even came in and said, "Yeah, we were told by New York to call it back."
Yeah.
And they told that to Matt Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
Or, sorry, Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Too many Campbells.
Yeah. So I was like, that sucks.
Yeah. And,
But
like, their argument is that Jared Goff went under center.
which that by the rules he needed to come set.
Yeah.
He needed
So,
to
like, I
stop
didn't
his
see
2 feet.
him establish actually getting underneath the center. Like, what do they what do they specify is coming under center?
I think being right behind the center is coming
Yeah.
under center. Now
I
here's the
wasn't
thing.
sure if, like, getting
If
set.
if they would have maybe had it that he came like he lined up on either one of the other sides of the
Mhm.
center, I think that would have made it a
Yeah.
little bit better. But yeah, definitely like because that was one of the cooler
Yeah.
touchdowns. Because I
David
think
Montgomery
it was
threw the touchdown pass.
yeah, and it was kind of like Jared Goff kind of had to work for that. It wasn't
Yeah.
quite like a
And then he
easy
held it like
Shelly's.
a rugby ball too.
Yeah,
Like a
it
few
could have got punched out.
Yeah.
I don't want to do. I mean, if you want to say more of the rest stuff, I definitely thought there were some blown calls
Tons of blown calls.
because here's the thing: I don't think Brian Branch is or Brian Branch. Yeah, I think it was Brian Branch who got ejected
Mhm.
for the next game, and because he got in that fight with Juju Smith-Schuster,
Yeah.
but he had an illegal block in the back that no one called,
Yep.
and then there was. I'm not the huge fan of the taunting penalties, but they had some taunting penalties. Like there was some taunting that I saw Patrick Mahomes doing that
Yeah.
I've seen other people get flagged
Mhm.
for taunting. So it's kind of like that
Yeah.
PI Colorado ISU
Iowa State.
where
Yeah.
it's like I've seen other people do it.
So where's the consistency here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Like I'm okay if you call that shit, just keep it consistent. Don't call it for
or like, hey, we're making a public statement like, hey, some of the taunting penalties have gone a little too far.
yeah.
We're gonna dial it back because that was the thing. Like they did come out and say, "Hey, this tush push is kind of a problem. We're
Mhm.
gonna be officiating harder." They haven't,
They haven't.
but they've at least gone and said they were
Yeah.
going to, but they never have. So
They at least made the effort to say it. Bills, Falcons, Bijan Robinson, dude.
I mean, the whole Falcons team was playing
Yeah.
really, really well. Because yeah, like I mentioned earlier, Drake London, what that 10 receptions, 100 and
58 yards, 1 TD.
yeah, could have been 2. I was getting
Yeah.
nervous. And then
Are the Bills cooked?
I don't think the Bills are cooked. Now, I would like the Bills to try and go and like either trade for somebody or maybe pick up somebody that's off of like because I know like kind of Odell's out there. I know he's
Mhm.
serving like a 6-game suspension. Who's another like player that's out there that no one's really like picking up or looking at? I feel like there's another like wide receiver that's like kind of sort of on like the washed.
Cooper Kupp.
He's on the Seahawks.
Oh. Um,
Anywho's,
yeah.
but I would want to see the Bills try and go out and either trade and try to go all in, like, hey, we are trying to get a ring this year.
Yeah, kind of do like what the Packers are doing, where they're like actively making tons of moves to get
Yeah, you
player.
try to get Michael Parsons, and then problem is with the Green Bay is a lot of them are hurt.
Yeah.
And then Bears
Bears Commanders,
Commanders.
1-point game. I turned off this game once I saw Zach Ertz got me enough points in fantasy. And I was just like, all right, I can go to bed now.
Yeah. Game-winning field goal by Jake Moody. I honestly, because they had a field goal blocked earlier in the game, somehow because we both picked the Commanders to win. I was like, "Oh, man, I feel like they're gonna block this kick again."
Hmm. They
But
didn't.
anyways, yeah, ready to move into
Fantasy.
fantasy.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, I didn't get all the way.
It's all right. I won. Did you win?
I won.
Nice.
Oh,
I did not move up very high in the standings, which kind of blew.
I didn't move up much at all either. I think I actually stayed in the same spot.
I also stayed in the same spot.
But I won over the number 3 team. Did he draft him? 103 to 80. You won over Tom Kids Brady 103. Hey, 103 dog.
Hey, man. Nice.
96. OJ was framed 149 to 120
Ooh,
over Two Girls One Cup. He finally got a win.
he got to win.
uh, he's still, yeah, he's number 9 though.
Yeah. I think he is number 1 in the league in points. He's the
Yeah,
only team at over 800 points.
yeah. Auto Draft Dream Team 138 to 115 over G-Man's team. Coming for you 76 to Epstein's Flight Log 98. Patrick and Mahomes 128 to 99 Hail Mary.
And then we are
The standings right
oh,
now, um, both these teams are 5-1. Patrick and Mahomes at number 1, then Hail Mary at number 2, Epstein's Flight Log at number 3, Did he draft him at number 4, Two Girls One Cup at number 5. Mind you, all these teams are
from 3 to 8 are tied for,
yeah,
I would say, 3rd place because they're 3 and 3.
yeah, we're all 3-3. So it's a heavy league of 3-3.
Not a ton of separation in this league,
No,
honestly.
like last year and the years prior, there's been separation. This year, it's just like
It's
we're
still
all
kind of anybody's.
anybody's game.
Like the only one that really is kind of dead in the water, because like after, like because uh, Matty Light's team is the last one on the 3 and 3, but then after that it's 2 and 4, and that's everybody else. And like the only one I really think is truly dead in the water because I don't think they're honestly
Yeah,
paying attention is Tom. I'm gonna kiss your kids, Brady. This is like the second or
I
third
don't think he
week in
knows
a row.
what the punishment is.
So here's the thing that I'm kind of like since he's not super and like here's the thing too, it's the haircut thing. That
Mhm.
guy's obsessed with his hair.
Yeah.
And he's the biggest flake in the world.
Oh yeah.
I have the strong suspicion that he's not going to pay attention for the rest of the year and he's not going to fulfill the punishment. And I honestly think it might be a little rude, but maybe he changes his way after this. We don't bring him back next year. Like if he's
Maybe
not gonna,
find someone new.
if someone that actually wants to like pay attention and be
Mhm.
involved in the league,
Yeah.
because like that's the thing. Whoever may be in that next spot down, like
Mhm.
that 11th place spot, I don't want them to feel like they need to do the punishment
Yeah.
because someone else
Yeah.
didn't.
But all I know is that I'm saved from getting to the number 12 spot.
For now.
Yeah.
For now.
So
Well,
we
you
got
made
the
it
MattCast
closer.
poll.
You made it closer. Last time I looked, you were projected at like 95 points.
Yeah. And now, dude, even earlier, I only saw it at 100 just a little bit ago.
Oh,
Yeah. So it keeps on jumping up, dog. You gotta
okay.
watch out. All right.
Yeah, I will.
All right. So this is the prediction, or this is the predicted scores. It's me, Steeler Virginity, me against Matty J. Run the jewels. He's currently projected to win 133 to 101.
Let's not do that. Let's not do
Okay.
that for all the different ones, but
OJ is framed against Epstein's flight log, which I reminded him, dude, start Jalen Warren
mm,
because he didn't have him as a starter last week,
mm,
and he still came away with the win. But like you have Isaiah Pacheco, bench him.
yeah.
Put Jalen Warren in over him.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Auto draft dream team against Tom Kiss Kids Brady. Coming for you against Hail Mary. Two Girls One Cup against Did he draft him, and then Patrick and Mahomes against G-Man's team.
Potential upset
Potential upset there.
off of the initial, but here's the thing: when they're so close that it's like a 4 point,
Yeah.
yeah.
And like honestly, dog, both our teams have been barely scraping over 100.
Who, both of ours?
Yeah.
Mine's been scoring over 100.
The last couple weeks.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Now they haven't always hit their projected goals.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that like some do and then some don't.
Mhm.
But we've always hit over 100.
Yeah, I've been having a down slope on points this year. And then next week we get to do a rewrite of our midseason predictions for the NFL.
Yeah. We'll take a look at what we said at the beginning of the year during them, but we can at least kind of look forward to that next week.
Yeah. Just a heads up on to tell you guys what we're going to be talking about. MVP, Coach of the Year, Comeback Player, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie, and Defensive Rookie of the Year.
There's only a few of those that I feel pretty dumb about.
Yeah.
But everything else, actually, I don't feel terrible.
AFC North, East, South, and West winners with the 3 wild card spots.
So
And
just
then
all
same
the
with the NFC.
yeah, all the playoff predictions.
So just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up on what we're going to end up talking about next week. Steelers, Bengals. I'm going to go Steelers.
So this is one of those games that I saw this little thing going around that let me get the exact on Thursday nights, especially when they travel away. The Steelers' record under Mike Tomlin against a divisional rival on Thursday night, they are 0-6.
Well, they're about to be 1-6.
Paired with the fact that I feel like every time I pick the Steelers, they lose. Yeah, this is one of those games that I'm riding with the Steelers to win. So that means
Don't do this to me,
they're
Matt.
definitely going to lose. So I'm picking the Steelers.
All right, I'm going to put you down for Bengals.
No, I want the Steelers to win, but it's going to be one of those games that I know that short week.
Yeah.
I'm sure Joe Flacco heard what Mike Tomlin said about him in the media, and he's going to want to
Maybe.
maybe try to do something about
Oh,
it.
I did pick up DK Metcalf.
Yeah,
Yep. Trade away Kenneth Gainwell, which I thought that was a good trade. Because he had Kareem Hunt as a running back.
Yeah. I
And
think it would have been a little bit more fair for you to get Derrick Henry for DK, because that is a wide receiver one for a running back one,
Yeah.
opposed to Kenneth Gainwell, who is, I guess, just now starting to be a running back one.
Yeah.
But also they still aren't really giving him the ball that much.
He still scored 16 points on fantasy.
Yeah, it's
better than what his running back's been doing week in, week out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's more like he's had DK on the bench and he
It's
had
one of
Kareem
those-
Hunt on the bench, so it's just like
one
a
of those
bench
things
player.
that I think it's like kind of a desperation trade where you're kind of giving up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's still winning.
Yeah,
so
he's still winning. Rams, Jaguars. I'm gonna go Rams.
Yeah, I'm also going Rams. They are a -165 favorite to the Jaguars being a
What I am
plus
nervous about is
140.
that Jaguars defense.
I think both the defenses are tough.
Yeah.
Like I think the Rams defense is better, 100% better than the Jags. So it's going to be whichever one of the offenses can commit less mistakes. The problem is the thing that is nice, I guess, is the Rams didn't travel because they traveled out to Baltimore and but they didn't travel back home to LA to later go and travel back to. So they just stayed in Baltimore.
Oh, they just stayed over in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
They were doing practices in Camden Yards, and then they're gonna be going to London. So
interesting.
That's one thing I kind of like is they were a little bit smarter about it. Like if they would have went all the way back to LA and then did another all the way back out to Jacksonville, I would have been a little bit more
nervous.
Yeah.
Saints, Bears. I'm gonna go Bears. Give me the Bears.
I'm also taking the Bears.
The Bears. Dolphins, Browns. Dolphins.
The Browns are the favorite. That defense is pretty good, but I'm still gonna take Miami plus 125.
Patriots, Titans. I'm gonna go Pats.
Yeah, I'm also going Pats. I'm glad the Titans got at least one win in this season.
Yeah, they needed it
because this is a Mike Rabel revenge game.
Raiders, Chiefs. I'm gonna go Chiefs.
I'm also going Chiefs.
As much as I hate to say it. Eagles, Vikings. Give me the Vikings.
I'm also taking the Vikings. The fuck?
Did we text about this before?
No, we didn't. I thought, Carson Wentz revenge game.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Panthers, Jets. I'm gonna go Panthers.
I'm also going Panthers.
Giants, Broncos.
I'm going Giants.
I was gonna pick the Giants, but we need some sort of splits.
I would usually pick the Broncos, but they haven't shown me so far that,
Yeah.
and like the pulse that's got to be going through the Giants facilities right now. I don't even think they give a fuck that it's going to be elevation in Colorado. Like
No.
they're just going to be tearing
Cam
heads off.
Scadaboo is gonna be running through people.
Now remember, you are
I gotta make some.
you want to make some moves.
I'll go Broncos.
Okay, I don't think it's a bad pick
I don't think it's a
because
bad
like
pick
the
either.
Broncos do have a great defense.
Yes. Chargers, Colts. I'm gonna go Colts.
I am also taking Colts, even though they are also the underdog. And it was tough for me because I know the Chargers are getting back a
Hmm.
lot of the people they had on their defense, like Khalil Mack, and I think Joe Alt is coming back, which I like seeing. And I wonder if whoever the Colts was it a cornerback? I can't remember who he got hurt on the sideline
Yeah.
during warmups. I think he's going to be coming back. Speaking about backs,
My back.
we're almost done, but just power through.
Yeah. I'm trying to. Commanders, Cowboys. I'm gonna go Commanders.
I'm going Cowboys. Green Bay and
I'm
Cardinals.
gonna go Packers.
I'm also going Green Bay. Atlanta, San Francisco.
Falcons, I guess.
I'm going San Francisco. All right, we're starting to get some separation here. This game,
Bucks,
this
Lions.
game broke my heart.
I'm gonna go Lions.
If that's the case, I will go Tampa Bay.
This one breaks my heart because I love Baker Mayfield,
I love them both.
but
Picking which children I like more, and
yeah, I just have to stick with the one I've been saying the longest.
there you go.
Texans, Seahawks. I'm gonna go Seahawks.
I'm also going Seahawks, and then that leaves the Ravens and the Bills as your two teams on bye week. And just to give you a little recap, I'm leading this season 54 wins and 34 losses. Matty Light took the screen away before I could read it, but it is back up now. It's 54 wins and 39 losses. So only a 5-game
Yeah,
difference. So
it's
definitely
still tight.
very doable.
Yeah, and I think every year we've had it where it's fairly tight matchup.
I remember one of the years I had it, like you had it like I think a 9 or a 10. Like you
Yeah,
ran away from me at one point. I made it kind of close, but I think that was
yeah.
the second season when I won the first one. And I felt
No, you know what it was? I had like a 2-3 game gap on you, and you're like, I gotta make some moves,
is that what it
and
was?
like,
And I
and then
just
you
did
started
none of
making
them,
some outlandish
and
moves.
none
None
of
of
them
them
hit.
hit.
Sounds all right.
I'm gonna take a leak before we do trivia, and also just get my
Back right.
shit moving.
Well, it's a good thing we're not editing this one. You come here often? Because yeah, this thing, you didn't even. What can I do to fill time? We do these at the bottom of the show. We'll knock it out now. Don't forget that today's episode is sponsored by Hart Ventures Electrical Services. Uh, you know, free consulting and consultation done uh at your property. Give him a call. Hardworking guy. We love Joe, and you would too. He's still peeing. There he goes. He's done. It's kind of like one of those things where like you and your buddy are at like a party, and then your buddy kind of like meets you up with another buddy, and you're like, "Oh, I want to use the restroom real quick." So it's just you and then your buddy's buddy, and you don't really know what to say to one another until your buddy comes back. So you're kind of standing there in like awkward silence, and he's back.
I got it when I stretched my back, and I just felt like it sounded like a zipper.
Oh boy.
with like the cracking.
Already.
So if you can look away there, good sir.
Oh. Is this fine?
Yeah. No peeking now.
Boy, I gotta poop so bad.
We're almost there.
I know.
Just like what you told me.
I know. I'm darn sure.
I forgot to put the.
Jules, you know I. Jules, you know
Doing a little bit of last second.
I. It's my birthday, so you know you want to ride out. That's ready for collection.
Oh, they took away some of my gifts.
What?
Yeah, they took them off the. All right.
We good?
Yeah, you're good to see. But they took away some of my gifts on my in between scenes.
Huh.
And I also like, mind you, I didn't even update this shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I think I'm what 9 and 15.
yeah. I mind you, I did this through the fucking paid meds. So
Gotcha.
yeah, yeah. They took away my gift.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Holy dog shit, Batman.
So this gentleman,
Okay, I know who this is.
who is it?
This is Charlie Woodson.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Super
But
Bowl
you can go.
Super Bowl champion, Defensive Player of the Year, 09, Defensive Rookie of the Year, 1998, four-time First Team All-Pro, 99, 01, 09, 2011, second team.
I could, but I mean, the Heisman winner in 1997. I was like, I don't think there's been another Heisman winner
Yeah,
to be on Packers. So that was just like the
yeah.
easiest layup for me.
They left this gift though,
Neat.
and then yeah,
Charlie Woodson.
Charlie Woodson.
Okay, I
So
also know who this is.
who is it?
Is this Devontae Adams?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you think I would forget that he started?
I wasn't sure. I thought maybe I
Okay.
could slip that one in there. Like
And I just, yeah, I would have.
might have just like might have hit that. We're like, oh my god, who is this?
Yeah,
Yeah. I tried to see if maybe you could miss it or not,
gotcha.
especially since he's
On
on
the
the
Rams.
on the Rams and on your fantasy.
Nope.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, the final round. Now this one you might not get.
Is this
Uh,
Eddie Lacy?
no, it's not Eddie Lacy.
Okay. I just saw rushing yards and I was like, let me think.
So he is a running back. Um, he played at Nebraska.
Fuck me.
Yeah. 1998 third round, 76th pick overall. He was not drafted by Green Bay. He moved to Green Bay in 2000. But he's second team All Pro 2001, four-time Pro Bowler 01 to 04, Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame, two-time Bowl Alliance National Championship. I'm assuming with uh, the Huskers. Second team All American 97, first team All Big 12 97, first team All Big 8 before they moved over to the Big 12. 1995, he had 9,205 yards of rushing with an average of 4.5, 60 rushing touchdowns, 378 receptions, 2,883 receiving yards, and 14 touchdowns.
So I was just thinking of like Husker running backs. Like this isn't Tommy Frazier.
Nope.
The only other name I remember in my research for Green Bay was Amon Green. Was the only other Green Bay Packer running back that I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Is it him?
It is Amon Green.
I did not know he went to
Yeah.
Nebraska.
So this was the dude that I had the poster of.
I did not know. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I was just like, I had a poster of him. I'm like, oh shit, I can maybe put this one in here. And I was like, I didn't even know he went to Nebraska.
I did.
Even better.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you do the closeout.
Yep. He's gonna go poop. Okay. Thank you guys for joining the MattCast podcast. I am Matty Light. Well, my co-host left me to go poop with the MattCast podcast. Thank you guys for joining. Catch you guys later.